if I told you that with only one plugin you could get mix-ready, world-class guitar tone? No camper, no quad cortex, no heavy tube amps, no spending thousands and thousands on equipment like that, only with a fraction of a cost. You're done and ready with one plugin. Today I want to talk about Bogren Digital's last release, the Ampknob BDM bundle. Here we go. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to let you know that I'm not really a digital guy. I do have an aux box and that's about it. Besides that, I love using my old school tube amps, my Rockerverb, my Marshalls, Vox amplifiers, all that. And I don't even own a camper or quad cortex, X-Effects, any of that. I have recorded with that, of course, and I love the technology. I've did an entire album with the legendary Michael Wagner, the album Free by my band Wolf Spirit, completely camper, all the guitars complete, and that was back in 2014. So, I do know that stuff. But for some reason, I always kept getting back to my good old tube amps. And I never could get into those plugins, be it Guitar Rig or the Apollo stuff. I know it comes in handy, it's fast, you plug in, it's all good, and for some reason I kept getting back to my amps. There's something different with the Bogren Digital stuff. I think they are really the spearhead when it comes to guitar amp simulation plugins. I think 2025, this could be like a real turning point when it comes to plugins, and I think the Bogren Digital, as I said, they are leading the way. So let's check out that bundle, the Ampknob BDM bundle. You get 3 amps. They're basically all Marshall plugins. The first one is going to be that I'm going to check it out is the BDM 75. It's a simulation of a Plexi. Don't ask me which one. You can read that on the homepage. It says that that's been recorded a bunch of punk albums and stuff like that with this amp right here. If you just open that plugin in your DAW, and there is of course a standalone version which is almost the same, a little bit different. Yeah, it looks like this. So you got a 4-holer Plexi, and you can jump the channels. Sounds like this. Let me just check if this is really recording. Yes. Really nice crunch tone. We have some reverb on here, which you can adjust down there. Let's put in some more. It's a really nice reverb. I don't know if it's a spring reverb, like put it in the comments below. I'm not a reverb guy. I would say it's not a spring reverb. So this would be like a highly modified Marshall, at least that's what I read. And we can jump the channels. So right now you can see like there's this channel jumping thing going on right there. And it makes the tone a little bit thicker. But I do need some more gain right here. Oh, and by the way, all the plugins go to 11. Let's go to 11. as you can tell, a bunch of fun to play that thing. And it's highly dynamic. It's really touch sensitive. We can change the amp sim. Right now I'm on the modern one, but we can go ahead to the vintage one. Sounds a little bit warmer, a little bit darker. I prefer the modern one, to be quite honest. Although I'm a vintage, I love that vintage sound, but on this one I like the modern one more. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. This one is the one that I recorded the intro with. It's the Bad Boy. It's based off a JCM 82203, something like that back there. But it's a special one. It's the one that's been owned by Euge Valovierter, really cool guitar player, metal dude, also a fellow YouTuber. Check out his YouTube channel. He's got this famous JCM 800. Back in the day, the quality control when they built stuff wasn't as it is today, I guess. And so when you buy a vintage Marshall or vintage amp in general, it's hit or miss. Sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you get a lousy one, and sometimes you get an amazing one. That's just because whatever parts they got from their suppliers when they built that amp, they just took them. And they, at least that's how I'm informed, they just built them in there. And sometimes they got good parts, and sometimes they were, you know, not that good. And with the Bad Boy, it was apparently, it's not a modified amp. It's just really high quality, best parts, and it sounds like a JCM 800 is supposed to sound. Of course, we can turn up the gain a bit more. Beautiful, beautiful. The pedal switch right here. So all these plugins are built really easy. Basically, it's just one volume knob, and then there's little things sprinkled in like the cap thing and the effects. On this one we have a reverb, which we can adjust the level, the loudness, and the size. So that's basically it's going to be the decay. So how big that reverb is going to be, and then the delay. So that's stuff you can mess around with. I think it sounds good. I'm just going to leave it like that. The pedal that you can kick in is the Boss SD1, and as far as I'm informed, it's set to like these settings. It's like the industry standard for the SD1. Tone 1 o'clock, and then the level is like you're really boosting your amp and using not that much drive. Almost no drive. So this is the Bad Boy, and now I can sound like Euge Valovierter. It's really cool. I always wondered, because I have a Marshall 2203, but it never came close to the Bad Boy, and now I have the plugin, so that's pretty cool. Let's head over to the next one. This one's the most modern one. It's the JVH, the 4-channel beast. You can get a lot just out of this one plugin because it has 4 channels. Again, only one gain knob, and let's see how, and one pedal that you can kick in. This time I do not know which pedal it is. Maybe it's a tube screamer or something like that. Really nice. It's a little dry, but luckily I do have a reverb knob down here, and it sounds beautiful. So right out of the box, just opening these plugins, each and every one, I just open them, and for me there's almost no need to adjust them. They sound absolutely killer. Let's see without the plugin. Yeah, it's still good. Mode 1's clean channel. Not quite as chimey as the 71 plugin, the Plexi, but still a really lovely clean tone. I would use this. I would use this for recording an album, playing live even. Mode 2, this is going to be the crunch channel. So we end up with AC/DC tone. Still, right here, I could use that boost, right? Yeah, nice. And the third channel we already checked out. The fourth channel is going to be the most modern one. Maybe dial back that gain. On this one, what I enjoy the most on the JBH is it's got this chuggy bounciness in its sound that those other two, the Bad Boy and the 75, they did not have this this characteristic trait. And still got that bite and that growl. It's absolutely awesome. Let's go overkill with that pedal. Yeah, that pedal makes it sound a little bit more gain, but makes it sound tighter. So yeah, there you go, people. That's the 3 plugins by Bogren Digital, the Ampknob BDM bundle. Go check it out on their homepage. If you do, I would appreciate it a whole bunch if you use my affiliate link. And I want to say one thing, because I got this comment and my recent videos that I only want to sell my stuff. I mean, people, come on. I'm doing this from the bottom of my heart. I really do love these plugins. And all the stuff that I'm talking about, I use it myself. If I don't like something, I say it. But it's just like the stuff that I get, I reach out to those people. I was the one that reached out to Bogren Digital. Like, it was not the other way around. And that's because I like their stuff. I want to use it. So thank you, Bogren Digital, for giving me this opportunity to check out your stuff. And people, hope you like this video, informative and entertaining, and see you in the next one.